everybody, Josh12 back again with another video. Today I'm here with another Dragon Ball Super episode review. I know, ironically enough, I continue to do Dragon Ball Super videos. I would like to say I'm sorry to all of my viewers or subscribers who may or may not be tired of me doing nothing but Dragon Ball Super videos. But keep in mind, behind the scenes, I am working on other videos that are not just Dragon Ball Super videos. It just takes time. Just keep that in mind, that I am working on other videos that hopefully will end up being on my channel, unlike any of the other videos I've been working on that haven't been uploaded to my channel. But with that being said, I am here with another Dragon Ball Super video, and I'm here to review episode 90, titled See the Wall That Must Be Passed, Goku vs. Gohan. If you've not seen this episode, please check it out because this review may contain spoilers. With that being said, let's get into the episode at hand. Goku vs. Gohan. This is a pretty big episode. Now that every single member of the Tournament of Power Universe 7 team has kind of been brought together, it's pretty much we're entering the intermission episodes in between what we went through, which was, I guess you can call filler, which is Goku recruiting the team, and now we're going into the Battle Royale episodes, which is what I'm fucking looking for. I'm just saying, folks, I know people have been loving, ooh, 17's back, where's the kids? I know people have been loving that shit. I've been loving it too, but we need to get that Goku versus Jiren shit. We need to get that shit down and ready. You know, I like Vegeta, his things. Sometimes I like Gohan. You know, his comeback is pretty, it's like watching a football movie. It's like, holy shit, he's having the comeback of a fucking century. It's amazing. He had a broken ankle, now he doesn't. It's fucking awesome. But that Jiren fucking Goku shit has been teased since the beginning of this arc, and we need to see that shit. However, this is a big episode for various reasons. Number one, it's a big episode for Gohan fans. Number two, it's a big episode to see Goku and Gohan fight, because when you think about it, Goku and Gohan have never really fought each other. They have sparred against each other, like, for instance, they have sparred against each other during the 3-year intermission between Trunks' arrival and, of course, the arrival of the artificial humans known as the android. Not to mention their sparring matches that were pretty epic and awesome to watch in the hyperbolic time chamber. But beyond that, Goku and Gohan have never really fought in a very serious manner, especially with the way their powers are now. Now that Gohan has reached Ultimate Gohan again, and now that Goku's a Super Saiyan Blue, it's pretty much, it's a fanboy's dream to see some epic badass action finally go to a head. They got it going on in this episode, and it was pretty cool. So overall, the episode starts off with Gohan and Piccolo retrieving Goku, Roshi, and Tien, and of course Chaozu, who's still a person, I guess, at this restaurant where they're enjoying a night out of town. And Goku and Tien agree to do this little sparring match against Gohan and Piccolo out in the wilderness, or the mountains, so to speak, and see who truly is stronger. But this episode starts off in a way that I found to be kind of annoying and kind of cool at the same time. From my perspective, it's kind of cool that Gohan was so overly serious, but at the same time I kind of got bugged out and annoyed with Gohan at the beginning of this episode because he kind of came off as like a stoic cunt. I mean, like, look, Gohan's really cool, and this is a big episode for Gohan fans. Gohan fans have been wanting this ever since the beginning of this fucking series, and they've not gotten anything, which is one of the main things I have respect for Gohan fans, is their passion and their loyalty to Gohan the character, which is something that not a lot of other fan bases for other characters would go through. I mean, like if Vegeta or Goku were as lame as how Gohan was for the majority of the series, a lot of us would have fucking stopped liking them. However, Gohan fans didn't. They stuck around with Gohan, and that's something to be admired with the Gohan fan base. And this is an episode that's finally delivering for said fans. But with that being said, I just didn't like Gohan's really entrance into the episode, because when you think about it, he's kind of like being overly serious for something that, sure, for him, on a internal level, is very serious for him. He wants to really see what his limit is against his father, who he, you know, for all intents and purposes, regardless of the Twitter memes, is his father and really holds at high regard for various reasons. But did he have to be so serious? I mean, like, look who you're talking to. First, he's your dad. Like, take it fucking easy. Like, Jesus. And second, it's Goku. Of course he's gonna want to fight. You don't have to ask him. You don't have to ask him twice. You just have to be like, hey, you want to fight? Sure, I'll do it. Like, that's all you have to do. The fuck you getting all serious for? This isn't like Once Upon a Time in the West. You don't have to get all fucking Clint Eastwood on us. The fuck's... What are you, Charles Bronson? enough of you, Gohan, Jesus, why are you getting so serious in a moment of, like, I mean, like, the universes are at stake, I get it, but shit, come on, guy, whatever. And then when we get into the match, it's pretty much a tag team match, which is something that was referenced in episode 88, where Gohan and Piccolo were going to work on combination moves, which were pretty interesting. We got to see them in this episode. I wasn't completely in love with the fight between Goku and Tien and Gohan and Piccolo, I will admit that. I feel like the episode itself doesn't really kick off until we reach the halfway point when Goku and Gohan go out 1-on-1. When they go off on each other 1-on-1, that's when the episode really fucking kicks off for me. The first half I wasn't really a big fan of. The opening, like I said, was a little too overly serious and stoic. I'm just saying, I know guys like that shit. It's like, oh fuck yeah, man, he came in, he was like, you and me outside, we're fighting, we're fucking brawling, yeah, that's fucking guy shit. I fucking hate that shit. I'm just saying, for me personally, as a guy, if another fucking guy, another piece of shit male, stupid jughead, fucking comes and bothers me while I'm eating at fucking dinner with some people, I'm fucking pissed. I'm not gonna fight you, I'm fucking eating. Don't fucking disturb me while I'm eating. You know, that's just me. That's just me. But this is the Dragon Ball world, so I guess it's excused. That's my little tangent on that. But then we have the Goku-Gohan tag team match, and it was just uninteresting to me. Piccolo, he didn't really have anything interesting. Gohan was really doing all the work, and it was kind of fucked up how Gohan was so overly bashing on Tien. Like what did Tien ever do to Gohan? Like, I get it, it's a sparring match, but like, dude, there's like a drastic drop-off in power level here. I mean, like, it's one thing to go all out with your dad. He's a Super Saiyan Blue. But Tien, he's a regular human. And he's not really that powerful, as we've seen in the last episode. Hence my rant, shameless plug. But fucking Christ, he's like beating him down. Like, I'm surprised Tien didn't fucking die. I mean, Jesus Christ, was Tien okay in the episode at the end? Was he? Really?
Okay. Say the goddamn words. You're gonna be okay. Oh, God.
He got fucked up. He got really fucked up. It was fucking insane. But regardless of any of that, we have the second half of the episode where shit really gets real. And that is Goku versus Gohan, as the episode title hints at. And spoils, and it's fucking amazing. It was like watching Superman fight Batman for the first time or something. It was really fucking awesome. I have to say, huge kudos to Toei Animation and their animation team that fucking work on Super for pulling out a pretty badass episode with this fight. I mean, Goku versus Gohan is something very, very rare with the series, and it's something that you don't really think about doing because it's a father-son. You don't really think of them as fighting opponents, but they go all out on each other, and it was really cool. Even the dialogue was really awesome. I liked the pieces that Gohan was going off on. Like, he had some really interesting points against his dad. He really wanted to see his dad go all out on him. Goku was very cool at the same time. He had some very interesting points too, which was like, you know, all this time I was looking at other opponents that were to get me stronger, but this whole time I had you right here. That was really cool. I like that he really, like, it was almost like finally like a master noticing his pupil. That was a really cool moment. I know most people would not look at it that way, and of course the Goku haters will use that fuel to the fire, but I liked it for that moment. And everything else, this one-on-one fight between father and son was just so fucking badass and cool. Goku's moments, Gohan's moments, it was just a really badass step. And by the time it ends with Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, there's just no match for Gohan, which makes sense because, look, I love Gohan and I love Gohan fans, and I hope they had an epic time watching this episode, but let's be kind of real for a second. I mean, Gohan only had a handful of episodes, or a handful of times to train with Piccolo to prepare for this moment. Let's put it out there. You don't have any chance taking down Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken as Ultimate Gohan. Let's be fucking real. I don't know what Gohan thought that he fucking had this chance, but he didn't. He did a good job, and he fucking made Goku like go to his absolute limit, or what his supposed limit is, because let's be real, like there's, you know, who knows what's in the horizon of this arc. But yeah, Gohan, like, he did a good job, but I just found it kind of baffling how overly serious Gohan was, and not to mention how overly oblivious Gohan was to the point which is he can't be stronger than Goku. Especially if he's only had a couple of training matches with Piccolo of all people. No offense to Piccolo, but come on. At this point in time, Gohan should have a stronger master. That's my perspective on it. But with that being said, the episode, I liked it. I really enjoyed the episode. It was really awesome, and I definitely liked the ending. I liked how Goku assigned Gohan as the leader of Universe 17, which I thought was cool. I know a lot of people would have been like, no, Goku or Vegeta. But Vegeta, I think, technically was the leader of the team back in the Champa arc, so Vegeta already got his chance to lead, and he didn't really do a good job because of him, Majin Buu didn't get the fight, so. And then Goku, well, it's toy animation, it's Dragon Ball Super. They obviously don't want Goku to be a heroic character, so it is what it is, It's one of those subliminal messages that toy animation continues to do, which is, hey, you get it now? Goku's not really the hero. We get it, you cunt. We get it. But whatever, it is what it is. Gohan is the leader. I like it. It's cool. Gohan is definitely on the uprise in this arc, and hopefully it just gets better and better from here. For all we know, he can win the tournament for us. Who knows? Anything could happen at this point based off this episode, but we'll just have to wait and see. But with that being said, if there's anything else that really pissed me off, two things that really bugged me with episode 90. And no, it's not the power scale. I know a lot of fans have been bitching up a storm about, oh, why is everybody so powered up? Super Saiyan Blue is irrelevant. I know people are pissed about that. That's not what I'm pissed about. I'm pissed about that with other characters, but not with Gohan. Because I'm giving him the pass. Because Gohan fans deserve it. Let's be honest, two things really pissed me off. Number one, I really didn't like the animation in certain areas in this episode, especially with the nighttime sequences, which is the majority of this episode. Look at it this way. How many times are Toei Animation's animation team going to continue to do that template of these really overuse of highlights? Why are they going to continue to do that with their character designs? It's really bugging me. I know that's been a consistent problem that a lot of fans have had with the animation style and look and design of the characters of Super, and with the movies as well, but it's just really annoying. It's nighttime. These characters shouldn't be having these highlights on each other. There's not even a full moon out. You don't even see the full moon. But for some fucking reason, at a nighttime setting, Goku, Gohan, and the rest of the gang who are outside in the night, in the pitch dark night, surrounded by nothing but stars that are far fucking away, they have highlights on each other. It just really bugs me when they do that. They need to cut back on the highlights. Enough of it. It's stupid. Second, I kind of had a problem with Masuka Nozawa's performance in this episode. I know that might be a very unpopular opinion to have, but for me personally, I love Masuka Nozawa as Goku and as the various characters she voices in Dragon Ball. She obviously is the originator with that character, and she has ownership over that character. But there are certain things that she does with the characters that, as a Western listener and watcher of the series, I just don't like that much, and that has to do with her consistent Ks. I get the feeling that when she gets a script and when her characters are fighting, it's just nothing but Ks. It's very annoying because and let me give you an example. Every single time you hear this, I get annoyed very much. Or when you hear that also really bugs me. Granted, a lot of Japanese other actors do this as well with Dragon Ball characters, but when Masuka Nozawa does it, who does it a lot because she plays characters who consistently fight, especially when you have two characters that she voices simultaneously, is very noticeable. And it really bugged me in this episode. I couldn't buy into it. It was off-putting to me. I didn't really get down with it, so to speak. So that was another thing that was kind of a negative. I like Masuka Nozawa, her voices for Goku and the Goku family. Hell, her performance as Goku Black is hands down my favorite performance she's ever done in Dragon Ball, the entire series, the entire franchise. But with that being said, that's pretty much all my negatives and positives with this episode. It was a solid episode, which is why my final verdict stands as a solid 8.5 out of 10. It was a really great episode. I don't know if it's the greatest episode as some would say. I don't know if it would have gotten a higher grade if it weren't for the Gohan fan uprise, but for the most part, the only reason from my perspective that it didn't get a 9 or a 10 has to do with that first act. The first act to the episode I just really didn't care for. The episode doesn't truly kick up until the final act, which is the Goku versus Gohan portion. Beyond that, the episode is solid, awesome. Everything prior, I wasn't a big fan of. And then there's of course the little gripes I have here and there that I felt were very unnecessary and just stupid. The Universe 10 stuff, it wasn't really worth it. Capsule Corp, did we really need to pan towards them? I don't think so. And of course, Masuko Nozawa, as much as I hold her at high regard when it comes to the voices of Dragon Ball, I do feel like at times it does become very overbearing, her version or interpretation of the characters she voices. That is a subjective opinion, not an objective opinion, because I know a lot of other people feel very different from that when it comes to dubs versus subs. It is a very serious, debate that a lot of people get into. I personally love everybody, but there are certain things that I don't really care for, like I stated previously. That's just me. And plus, that whole first act, you just cut it with a razor and that episode would be a solid fucking 10. It would be awesome. But with that being said, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. It would really mean a lot. And this has been John 12, and I hope you enjoyed.